Do you believe in dreams? Do you? Raise your hands. Anybody believe in dreams? I do. Some dreams can be very real, as if like you've entered into the dream and you're there, part of the dream. I don't know what I had to eat last night for dinner, but I had a dream around 2:30, 3 o'clock this morning. And it was a funny dream. I'm thinking to myself, what could I say to you today? And I looked at the past week, and I looked at the life of St. Teresa of Lisieux, beautiful woman, Carmelite nun. She was very famous for her words of wisdom and in simplicity. Her little book about Jesus and her relationship with Jesus. And then yesterday was the feast of St. Francis of Assisi. Wonderful saint. And his spirit continues to live in his religious community. And his love of nature and animals. And the manner in which he founded his community, listening to his dream. And the dream said to Francis, you with me out there? The dream said to Francis, rebuild my church. So Francis got busy with mortar and bricks and stone, and he started rebuilding St. Damiano Church. And then finally it came to Francis that he was to rebuild the church spiritually, that was truly in need of it. And that's true today. And we hear that, rebuild my church. Let me go back to my dream. There was also this week the Feast of Guardian Angels. I believe in guardian angels. My guardian angel, his name is Michael. But right now, Michael is really busy. Believe me, very busy, defending us from evil. So then I was relegated to the angel Fred. I went, hello. The angel Fred. So I say to Fred in my dream, Fred, what can I say to the children? Fred is really, there's a long story with Fred, truly. And a bishop in Saginaw, Michigan, Bishop Utner, Kenneth Utner, good guy, passed away. But he wrote little books. We have them in the narthex for Advent and Lent. Little books. Wonderful man. He played hockey as a bishop. Can you imagine? I'm sure he got, I don't know what he did with his crozier and his hat. But he told me as I met him, and he said, when I first started playing hockey, they were really nice to me. Nobody would, and then finally I start checking and knocking people up against the boards. And he said, boy, then they really came at me. And you know what? I didn't know this. Bishop Utner had a prosthesis. He only had one leg and an artificial leg. But somehow, with that, he was able to play hockey. Let me go back to the angel Fred. Bishop Utner told this story about him. He really had a problem with time. He was supposed to be there and tell Mary that she was to be the mother of Jesus. And he was told this 300 years before. And he really prepared. Like you prepare for a test. He prepared. He wanted to be there. And he got so wrapped up in preparing that he missed the time. And then he finds out that God sent Gabriel. And boy, was he mad. And all through his activity, Fred was always late. But in being late, he was always doing something good for someone. So that kind of made up for his lack of time. So the angel Fred, I said, all right, Fred, I got you. I was counting on Michael. And then, what am I going to say, Fred? And Fred says to me, there's a note. There's a special note that I left for you to read to the school. All right, Fred, where is it? Well, am I going to play hide and seek? Where's the letter? He said, where's the most important place in church? Where do you think the most important place in this church is? Anybody? No? The tabernacle. I went, is that it, Fred? He said, yes. Hold on. The most important place in church is the tabernacle. This is where Jesus resides, and we respectfully bow or genuflect. I'll be darned. There's Fred. Unbelievable. If I can put the tabernacle back together. What do you think the note says? Anybody? What do you think it says? Anybody? Volunteers, there you go. What is it? What do you think Fred is saying? This is a note. And you know what? It's on St. Norbert stationery. Here's the note from Fred to you. You ready? What's it say? Jesus loves you. Did anybody ever else say that to you while you were here at St. Norbert's? Anybody? Who? Okay. I did, right? So that's my message on this, my last school mass. I want you to know that Jesus loves you. No matter where you go, no matter what happens to you, Jesus loves you. In the good times and the bad times, Jesus is still with you. So in your journey of faith, remember what that old pastor at St. Norbert said when he left. Jesus loves me. Got it? Say yes, you got it. All right.